Hey guys, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and today is a pretty awesome start to a video we're making because I probably get more requests for this than anything else we do. And that is, where I'm standing by here is Sobeck's new cage. And this is a process we've had going since literally we got Sobeck. The one thing that surprised us with him is not the size he's going to get. We were prepared for that. We had this cage, which is a 125-gallon aquarium, lined up before we ever even got him. Now, the speed in with which he grew, that did surprise me a little bit. I wasn't quite prepared for how fast he grew. My research showed there'd be more of a slower-growing reptile, but he just, man, he exploded. So we kind of got behind on our time frame for when we wanted to get him moved. So we're kind of playing catch-up and trying to get it all done because he really needs to get into this new cage. I keep getting requests for Sobeck videos, so we're going to show you the cage, how we put it together, what it's going to finally look like when we're all done, and him going into it all in one video. The things that we've already got done that you didn't see was one, this cage came from a good buddy of ours named Joe Wood. So Joe, thanks again, man. We told him we were looking to get a Dwarf Caiman, and he had this built into his wall. That's what all this white is. That's where it was actually sealed into an interior wall in his house. And we can clean all that off. And so he gave us this cage, and in return we gave him a pretty dang good deal on an albino, but we definitely went out on that. So really appreciate him helping us with this environment. That's awesome. And then this stand here, well, and he also gave us the filter unit and everything. So Joe just said, here, take it all. Now this stand was custom made by Ethan Peterson, who you've probably seen a few of our videos. He welded all that up. It's all made of solid steel and painted it with a, well, it's supposed to be a hammered copper finish, but it came out looking more like copper. But anyway, I like it. It looks pretty sturdy, and it is solid. It can definitely hold the weight. That's Question Girl's fault. She basically said if it's going to be in my house, it has to look good. So we designed the stand so it looked nice. We're going to build another stand for some other things down here. It's going to be really cool when it's all done. We already made sure and tested that it does in fact still hold water since it was setting for a while. The seals are good, so I've already filled it and drained it. And then I also went ahead and installed part of our lighting system. So we'll go ahead and turn that on and show you. It'll look really familiar if you've seen our Reaper video. I like the LED light strips. I just really do. So, yeah, that's that. And it can do, you know, several different things. Like the other one, it can do whites, it can do reds, you know, it can do blues. It can do kind of a purplish color, which I really dig. You know, a darker blue, yellow. So kind of everything. And so we've got that installed. We are going to do some other lighting in this cage as well, because I don't think this lighting is going to be enough to power down through everything, especially with the land masses blocking it. So I'm going to have light coming from the bottom and from the top before it's all done. I think it's going to look really cool. So now it's time for me and camera guy Gert to get working and trying to get all of this salt water, I guess you'd call it, deposit off of that. And that's why this cage looks the way it does, is it was a salt water tank. So we got to get all this cleaned off and get that ready to go. And then it's time to start putting the stuff inside. So enjoy watching us get our work on. Hey guys, well, we've had a long, hard day of working on this thing, but as you can see, camera guy Kurt and I got it mostly cleaned up. We've got water back in it now a little bit. And all we're doing is we use a lot of chemicals to clean, so we're putting a lot of water there to help dilute that. We'll then drain all that tomorrow, clean everything again, let this thing filter for a while before we put anything in it, obviously, and we'll also put some water, I guess treatment, you'd call it, in there for animals. So, but we got a lot done. So much better this all looks. So it's starting to take shape. The lighting looks really good. We built our land mass. Quick here. And what we had to do, Kurt's going to come up here. Now, Kurt's going to jump up on a step stool because he's like 4'3". I'm kidding, he's not that short. I just like to pick on him. We had to actually cut this to fit, but we were able to use a Dremel tool to make that fit pretty nice. So now we have a nice sturdy landmass. This will be his main landmass. What that's going to give us is an underground water burrow that he can use during the day, which is something they naturally like to do. So we'll fill the water to about right here, so he can get on and off as he pleases, have a lot of open water, have an underground water burrow, and we'll do all of our basking and things over here. So it came out pretty good. The only thing that hasn't worked the way we anticipated is we originally anticipated doing 2 land masses. So we'd have a land mass like here, would have been higher up for basking, and one about this height over here, and a bridge connecting the two. And that just didn't work out space-wise. We may come back to that plan down the road and make a smaller land mass over here. That may still come, but for now we're pretty happy with what we've got going on. So my goal is for the rest of this week, we want to finish getting this thing cleaned, get all that chemical out of it, get our aquarium rock in it, build our lid, paint that. We may start working on the outside. All this will come off from where it was built into a wall. But honestly, guys, this is the least of my worries. My main priority is getting the cage done enough that the Caiman can go into it, and then we can clean up all this. We can clean these sides, because the gentleman that had this, he had it built into his wall for a really cool saltwater tank. But because of that, we're going to have to, go through and do a lot of cleaning. No big deal, but it doesn't need to happen before he's in it. So that's why this hasn't been touched yet. So that's kind of where we're at after a few days of fighting this thing. Kurt, any questions? Where we're at so far?
So can you, I guess what we need to do is grab the filter and then build the lid tomorrow?
Correct. We already have the filter. We just need to grab the parts for inside it. That, build the lid, and then get the gravel, because he does need the gravel. He likes to dig and play in that. And then we need to buy some bulkheads. There's 2 holes back in these. This one is going to be used for the filtration device. So it's going to pump water into the filter from here, pump water out over here. We'll probably make a waterfall across as my long-term plan. Hopefully we get that shown on this video. And then what we're going to do is bulkhead this one up, make sure it'll hold water. And if it does, we're going to drill this out all the way. And that way we can sink our water heater down in here. We don't ever have to worry about the Caiman biting the water heater or anything like that. And he'll have a nice warm water with a basking area over it, so it's going to be pretty rocking. So stay tuned. We're going to keep working on this. We're going to make this video in segments. It'll hopefully be one long video that shows the cage as we started, with the stand, everything as it comes along, and it's going to end with the Caiman going in it, which you guys keep asking me for a Sobeck video, so that's what we're trying to do for you. Alright, thanks guys. Alright guys, you've been watching us build this tank, and we're finally at the point. We're not quite done with it, but we're at the point we can go ahead and introduce Sobeck into his new environment. So let me show you what we've done since the last time we updated the film. We've got our doors built. This was attached okay. We're going to find a new epoxy to attach. We're not happy with the current one. So that's one thing we have to work on. We have this basking spot. We have the heater going for the water. We added a bubbler curtain with some LED lights that also change along with the LED lights. We already put some fish in here, you'll see. I don't recommend feeding your Caiman a lot of goldfish. That shouldn't be the main part of their diet. My concern is with moving him, it may stress him a little bit. And when he gets stressed, he tends not to want to eat in front of people. But he'll snack on those, so we'll keep him feeding well. Let me kill this so you can really see this tank in the dark in all of its glory. That's kind of what we set up for him. I'll probably add a turtle dock over there. I may actually add a turtle to it with him. We'll see. We got to kind of play with that idea. So, without further ado, I guess it's time to put a Caiman in here. For the record, it is 3 in the morning right now, which means I have now been up for officially 23 hours. And so yeah, if I seem a little loopy at the end of this video, that would be why. One thing I should have done, and we didn't do, is get the weight on this guy. But that's alright. He's going to be pissed. You can come here, look at him, little Kurt. He's gotten a lot bigger. He's not going to be happy. He's been in this for a little while. We had to switch over the water heater and things like that. So, we'll see how he's going to let me do. He'll let me pick him up nice. Hopefully we can pick him up nice like we usually do. We'll still use a stick to protect ourselves. Come on, don't make me pin you. Come on. I know. I know. You can tail slap me, just keep those trumpets away. Hey. Come on. There we go. So he's put up a little bit of a fight. You can see how big he's gotten. We do have him. See that jaw is open? If I give him a chance, he will tell me what he thinks of me. So we're going to try not to do that. Hey. And there he goes. I'll go ahead and slide this down. Let him walk around there a little bit and see what he thinks. The water is still on the cold side in that tank, so I don't know how he's going to jump into it right away, but it is warming up. It'll take the heater a while to catch up. We bought a heater way too big for our last tank and just big enough for this one, so it's going to take, you know, probably another 7 or 8 hours before it catches all the way up. One thing we're going to eventually do is we're going to plug up this section here so we can run all of our cords through there. We're also replacing the outlet with a GFI, so if anything does happen, you know, it's kind of like if you drop your hairdryer in the bathtub, if you do that sort of thing, if you have the GFI plug, it should kill everything and not kill you. So we're going to do that for him as well, just in case, because, well, he's pretty special to me. But, guys, that's Sobeck in his new cage. I get Sobeck update requests all the time. There you can see him. He's healthy. He's alive. Getting a little bit of an attitude on him, as you can tell. But, you know, all in all, for what he's been through today, I thought he moved pretty well. So I'm not going to complain at him too much. But hopefully he likes this environment. Here, you keep on him, I'll get the other switch, so we can kind of see it. That would be the focus. I think he looks really good in there. The funny part was, when I added the goldfish a few days ago, before I had everything built, he would sit in his other cage and just watch the goldfish, like he knew they were there, and was pissed he couldn't get to them. So I expect by tomorrow he'll settle in here a little bit, the water will be a lot warmer, and he'll be munching on goldfish like he usually likes to do. So you can see how much more room he's going to have. He also has a natural underwater cave area here, which is something that they do. They burrow underwater in the ground, you know, a lot during the daytime. So he kind of has a natural burrow that he can use and hide in and just stick his nose up and get air when he needs. So this is probably a lot better environment for him than what we had him in his baby tank. So I'm pretty excited. Kurt, you got any questions?
No.
One other thing is, he may or may not outgrow this tank. We really don't know if he's a he or if he's a she. If he outgrows this tank, then we're going to have to go to a full custom build to house him, which we're prepared to do if we need to. It will be quite a while, but we know that's a possibility, and if that comes, that's what we're going to do. So that is our Caiman. That is Sobeck. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and now that we got his new cage done, we'll shoot another update here before too awful long and let you know how he's doing in it. Maybe do a feed video in it so you can see how well he's adjusting. We really wanted to get this finished and get him in here before we did another video on him. So that's why it's been so long. It just took us a little longer to build all this and set it up than we anticipated. So, you know, one of those things. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And for all you people who ask about Sobeck, I promised I'd get you a video. Here he is. As you can see, he's doing fine.